rest now, my love. Memories of youth are the treasures of old age. Savor them, and those who share them. They'll fade, but they're as sweet as sun's dusk ale while they last. Tongues of Xarxis, I sound like a pedantic old fool, don't I? Forgive me. Yes, ignore my nostalgic nonsense. It's just an attempt to pretend my musty past is worth something more than it is. Getting old isn't easy. My dear Marilia is passing. We came to see the flowers, but they don't seem to grow here anymore. I don't know. Nereid's smile, they're called. So blue, so beautiful. There must be some nearby, but I'm too old to hunt them down. I wonder, though, if you see any, could you gather some seeds? I could sow them here, for old time's sake. You are generous to humor two silly old men, but those seeds would mean so much to us. When we were young, we used to sneak away from the clan and come here to be together. Lying here among the Nereid's smile, it seemed like we had forever. Not unless you can turn back time. No. To be honest, we've lived for many years more than either of us expected, but our time has finally come. Nothing can forestall my husband's death now, nor mine, which I expect will follow soon after.
It won't be long now. Even without the flowers, I'm glad we came. Being in this place, with Hartman, this is how I want my final moments to be. Be wary. The Wilder King's influence ebbs, even here in Greenheart. The spirits of the forest are confused and angry, even my brethren. They will attack you with no provocation. I am one of the Hollow. I do not know where we came from, but we are assigned to protect different parts of Valenwood. I am assigned to protect Greenheart, to ensure none can reach the throne of the Wilder King without his invitation. I do not know. The Wilder King sent me here, to the entrance of Greenheart. I assumed it was to warn people away, but it may have been that he wanted me to greet you. Perhaps he placed protections on me to ensure I fulfilled his wishes. We have not wavered in our duty. Any who came here uninvited were turned away. Strangely, the intruders who now seek to harm the Wilder King, he said they were invited. You are invited too. The other Hollow only attack because they are confused. I do not know of the Hollow at Shadow's Crawl. A watchman is one who is appointed to guard a section of Valenwood and enforce the Wilder King's edicts. If one has been killed, there may be danger to the forest. I hope not.
It's good you're here. With earth magic and fire, Aranias and Ander forced their way towards my throne, leaving chaos in their wake. I've lost control of my guardians. My power fades. I've always wondered what death would be like. Soon, I will know. My end was inevitable all along. Someone new must become caretaker of the Valenwood. Aranias was guided here for this purpose. It's fascinating. In her heart, I think she knows the truth, but she's conflicted. Perhaps it is Ander's influence. I think you should catch up with him. Follow the trail of fire. Aranias must choose to accept the responsibility of her own accord, but Ander will not understand. I expect he will oppose her, and she will need your help to defeat him.
It's all for us, Morelia. The forest, the flowers, all of it.
They're so beautiful, Hartman. Do you think they'll last forever?
Life is so precious and so fleeting. Don't let it pass you by. Take time to feel the caress of the wind and listen to the way it carries the sound of your true love's name. Morelia, I never did hear anything so sweet and so dear. Yes, his passing was quick and peaceful, and we were together. That's all that really mattered. Soon I will rest too. But you're so kind. Did you find the Nereid smile? It's funny. The flowers meant so much to us when we were young, but at the end, we didn't need the flowers anymore. We had the memories. These seeds are wonderful, though. I realize now their true significance. Goodbye, Morelia. I sow these seeds in memory of the life we shared. Even as we fade, may others come here and find the same joy we found in the flowers and in each other. So may our love be renewed for all eternity. Do you see them? Do you see the flowers? They're beautiful, simply beautiful.
Quickly, Aranias wavers. She knows now why she was guided here. Not to destroy the Valenwood, but to save it. She wants to change course, but she's afraid. She's afraid to stand up to Onda. Aranias' powers grow as she draws closer to the throne. She opened the ground here and they entered the throne tunnels. You must follow. You must be there to help Aranias when she decides to make her stand. My hold over the creatures of the Valenwood has weakened. That is why they panic and attack. I lack the strength to pull them back. But I can make it so you appear less threatening. Be careful, though. This enchantment will only last a short time.
Kill him, Ander.
Get out of my way, girl. I have no patience for this.
It's you. From Silitar. My friend. Thank the Eight. You were right about the Veiled Heritance, I'm sure now. They used me as bait to trick the Wilder King, and now Under's going to kill him. I can't let that happen. I have to stop Under. I don't know. But somehow it seems like that's what I was meant to do all along. When he burned the forest, I actually felt its pain. I think I'm connected to this place. I can't fight Onder, though. He's too strong. Will you help me? He's gone ahead. I can travel through the roots to catch up, but you will have to fight your way through. This might help. Use this bundle of roots and you can burrow for short distances. It will at least get you past Onder's fires. I will protect the Wilder King as long as I can, but you must hurry.
These interruptions!
Aranias was guided here to take my place, but I believe you were guided here to assure her ascension. If you had not come, I fear Ander would have killed us both, leaving the Valenwood wild and vengeful. Many lives would have been lost. Yes, for centuries my sole focus has been shaping and maintaining the Valenwood, protecting it from outside influence and from itself. Now that she has come, I am free to return to the Earth, give back to that which has given so much to me. She is up above. You should go to her. She is frightened of the transformation process, but you must comfort her. This is the natural course of things. It is necessary for her and for the Valenwood, but she must choose it of her own accord. Goodbye now. It is time for me to rest.
I'm scared. Shouldn't I be feeling confident? I mean, we defeated Onder. Look at all of this, though. I've worked my magic on small pieces of land in the Somerset Isles, but this is an entire forest, a living forest. Tell me I can do this. I think he was a man too once, the Wilder King. I mean, he was like us, but when he took this on, he became something else. I think he merged with the Valenwood and forgot his previous self entirely. And he doesn't even remember that. The same will happen to me. If I accept this responsibility and become Wilder Queen, I'll forget my home, my youth, everything. No, but they are my memories, and some of them fond. The ones with you. They seem only partially real, but they're the memories I'll miss most. I have to let go, though. The way I embrace you in my heart, that's how I must embrace the Valenwood. Yes, but I need your help. You must climb the tower further and place the Wilder King's crown in the gardens there. Then you must wait for me. Promise you'll wait. Everything is so very different. It's like I'm no longer a single physical form, but my being is spread out across the forest. Aranias is slipping away. You are my friend, though, whoever I become. Will you stay for just a moment? I am prepared to lose my memories, but I don't want to lose the lessons I've learned. You helped me understand the difference between a foe and a friend. I'm determined not to forget that, nor to forget you. I know why you originally came here, to ask for the Wilder King's allegiance to the Aldmeri Dominion, to know the Valenwood was on your side. Would you still make such a request to me now? And I freely give it. On behalf of myself and the Valenwood, you have our allegiance. I only hope Irene realizes that her best ally stands before me now. Before Aranias' memories fade, though, there's something else I must tell you. It's the Veiled Heritons. As you may know, they stole the Staff of Magnus. I know not where they've taken it, but you should search in Wudhart, to the west. I will open a portal to the western gate of Greenshade. Goodbye, my friend.
The story of the Wilder King has come to an end, and the story of the Wilder Queen has begun. Few Bosmer realize how fragile their relationship with the Valenwood really is, but you and I know. We've seen the sacrifice required to preserve it. Unfortunately, no. This veiled heritant seems set upon attacking the heart and soul of our people, and that is the Valenwood. I sense that even darker threats are emerging elsewhere. I hope you or someone like you is there to stand in our defense. Over time, yes. The myriad of sensations and experiences from being connected with the Valenwood will crowd out the small memories from her past. The legacy of her character will remain, though, and will shape the future of the Valenwood.
Turned back. That way's bad omens. Even the airs turned against them in Longhaven. The moors have always been a wild place, covered in thick fog. But for us who've known them our whole lives, it's home. Now, though, people have been disappearing into the mist. We find their bodies later, torn up and drained of blood. It's a reckless curiosity drives a person to look for cause in such things. Me? I'll take ignorance and a long, happy life in Marbrook or Woodhearth. But if you got to know, you might talk to Breadwin in his hut in town. He's staying, poor fool. Suit yourself, I'm getting out of here. There's something odd out there, something strange to the look of the mist. Anyway, I'm heading to Woodhearth for a belly full of drink and a soft fur mat.
Welcome to Longhaven. Used to be a busier place before all this trouble with the mist, but we won't let that be an excuse for poor hospitality. It started a few weeks ago now, when the mist changed, turned a sickly color. All I know is what I saw with my own eyes. Hunters simply dropping their bows and wandering unarmed into the moors as if bewitched. Then their bodies turn up later. Or what's left of them. Can't explain it. Except a wanderer, much like yourself, a dour Dunmer fellow, passed through here, bought supplies and headed straight into the moors. My warnings be damned. Seemed like he knew something. You want to figure this out? I'd start by finding that Dunmer. No, only the hunters. I manage clan affairs and the upkeep of the village. This was simpler before the forming of the Aldmeri Dominion. Valenwood is changing, and its people with it. I find my time occupied in dealing with the necessary adjustments. He was gone as quickly as he came. He was outfitted for battle, though that isn't strange for adventurers. But he walked as one who knows his goal, and will not be deterred. Strangely enough, several. They all reported an odd sensation that wasn't present before, as well as an apparent rise in hostile beasts in the area, but otherwise returned unscathed. If this is some spell, maybe some are more resistant than others.
Begone! I must finish my prayers and purify my spirit before I meet my foes in battle. I have been tracking my prey for many nights. A heathen vampire who shall soon be cleansed from this world. I thought him alone, but now that I see this place, I suspect a lair is hidden nearby. He shall regret leading me to this vile nest. I I've hunted them all my life, and yet I have never seen magic such as this. I do feel their touch upon it. I feel it testing my will with every step I take. But I shall not falter. I shall face these creatures and leave nothing but ash behind. No fear, bravery, or foolish inexperience. I cannot trust one who could become enthralled at any moment. Prove to me you have the will to resist this foul magic. Find me at the lair up the hill east of here. Then I shall consider it. And now, my work begins.
I thought I'd never escape.
No more, please. I'm not like them.
So, you made it through the mist. Your will is stronger than I expected. Vampire scum. He barely put up a struggle before he fell to his knees, begging for what he calls a life. I did not expect such weakness. I will finish him now, if you'd be so kind as to step aside. No. This pathetic being is hardly even worthy of my blade. The one I followed here is called Faenir, a much more formidable foe than this maggot, I assure you. We shall meet him soon enough. He and all of his coven shall die. As you wish. In this moment or the next, his existence shall end either way. But be wary. A vampire attempts to sway and beguile with its words. Do not listen, no matter what he says.
You must have mercy. The Dark Elf won't listen, but you will, won't you? We were different. I didn't want this. Kept to ourselves. Didn't prey on the living. The beasts, the Horvor, glutted themselves on the blood of hunters. We fed on them. We didn't kill anyone. It was a natural way, until he came. The Veiled One, Ultima, I think, sought an alliance, promised power, told us we didn't need to hide anymore. Others in my clan agreed. He taught them a ritual using an ancient vampire skull, said it would allow them to make countless thralls. The skull rests in the back of this cavern. Its curse seeps into the mists all around us. Destroy the skull, and the magic goes with it. I never wanted this. Spare me, and I can bring others to my side. We can be of use to you. Yes, he was the loudest of the supporters along with Athraidel and Lathriel. I saw them speaking with the Veiled One often. They never listened to me. You'll have to go through them if you want to reach the skull. Now please, just let me go.
Finished with your little chat? I shall relieve him of his head now, and rid us of his insufferable mewling. Did I not warn you of this? That his vile tongue would worm its way into your thoughts? There's no such thing as a good vampire. Just a vampire that has not yet been tempted. Our goals here are the same. Will you forget them for this scum? I can't oppose you. I don't slay the living. Only the dead. Run along, little worm. A brief reprieve only. I'll find you and your kin.
Oh, thank you. The rest who opposed Fëanor have already escaped.
Filth. Now to Fëanor, quickly. My blade does not enjoy being denied a meal. Lead on. I shall strike from the shadows. Come and meet death. Strange winged beasts, pets of the vampires. Or were they once Osman themselves? Guide my hand. Since you are thus judged, the same fate awaits them all. Torment is ended. Slay them all! Come and meet death. Is that all? You shall be purified! Another foe! Slay them all! Guide my hand! This must be the main living quarters. Fenir must be near. My prey is within reach. So that explains what we saw as we slew them. They bound themselves to the skull. Dark magic often comes with a heavy price.
It's you again. The hunters say the mist has lost its sickly tint. Did you find the source? Vampires here. Sickening. Hunted in our own hunting grounds. We'll be more vigilant of their kind now. I'll see to it personally that every last one of them is destroyed. Thank you for helping us. With the mist no longer claiming our hunters, Longhaven will thrive again thanks to you. Make yourself at home. Dorlin makes an excellent brew if you've the stomach for it.
And thus, Longhaven is cleansed of the rank pollution of the undead. Cherish victory, but do not let vigilance falter. We cannot fathom what evils lie undiscovered in this wild land. This is a dark age we live in, where there is much work to be done. I hear rumblings that the undead and other vile creatures stir to the north. I shall go there first, and beyond. We must walk our own paths now, wherever they lead. And woe to those who bring fear and dread to the world. For beneath our feet, they shall become but ashes.
She is lost to me. What do I do now? You. Did I overhear you correctly? Vampires were the source of the creatures in the corrupted mist. Oh, tell me it isn't so. It's just that my wife, Alcenia, was among the lost. And while some have returned, she never came back. I don't know if she's dead or just lost out there alone. I've searched for days, but there's no sign of her. I've just about given up hope. Would you? With the mist returning to normal now, it might be easier to find her. That's what I hope, at least.
Oh, a fellow member of the guild. Well met. I'm here searching for a few others of our order. I don't suppose you've crossed paths with them, huh? I see. So their lust for power led them to their demise. A lesson every mage should take to heart. Thank you for seeking me out about this. You've saved me much fruitless searching. It is good to know the matter is dealt with. You have my gratitude, friend. Let us both remember what happened to these mages. Ambition can carry you to great heights, but when not tempered with patience and wisdom, one will often find themselves plummeting to certain doom.
What do you want?
Some of those creatures are still out there, but we'll deal with them now that you've cut off the source.
You're searching for me, aren't you? Let us speak quickly. I don't have much time. I know you're looking for me. I'm showing myself to tell you to leave. Tell Thornor you found me dead. It'll be true enough soon. I'm going to end my life before I turn. I was out gathering fungi when the mist suddenly took on a strange hue. Next thing I remember is waking up in a dark place, surrounded by strange bosma with glowing eyes. They told me I'd be one of them soon. It's true. I can feel it. I don't know. I've seen my husband out here, calling for me. I keep myself hidden because I don't want him to see. I can't go home like this. When I turn, just leave me. I'll end it soon. I just want to watch the sea a bit longer. A cure for this? You mean like the potions the wild witch brews in children's stories? It said her hovel appears and disappears at her whim, and that she could brew potions to cure any ailment. It's been a long time since I heard that story. And that's all it is. A story. I'm going now. Please don't look for me again.
What's this now? How would I know what others call me? I am Galereth, and you are inside my home. Why have you come here? I might have something that will do the trick, assuming they haven't fully turned. But I expect you to do something for me in return first. I'm running low on the blood I harvest from the Horvor nearby. I dislike collecting it, but it is a necessity for me. If you will gather some, I will give you the potion when you return.
Can't believe it! Free!
You have what I asked for? Good, good. This will do for a while. And in return, your potion, as requested. Get it to your friend quickly. It must be taken before the transformation is complete, or it can have no effect. Deliver the mixture quickly. If the vampirism progresses too far, curing it becomes a far more difficult endeavor.
You there? You're searching for me, aren't you? Let us speak quickly. I don't have much time. You again? Please, I have nothing more to say about it. I'm already suffering enough without you making a mockery of me. I just started thinking about my childhood now that my life is over. That's all. I like those stories. Even if that's all they were. Children's tales. Ugh. Tastes like bugs. I do feel somewhat warmer. More myself. Less cloudy. But what if they come for me again? I feel like they were in my mind, always watching. I see. I noticed the mist had changed. I thought it was only my changed eyes embracing its corruption. Thank you for this. I thought it was hopeless, but now I can return home to Thorinor. I will. I can't wait to see him again. Please, take this. It isn't much, for I can never repay what you've done for me, but I hope it will suffice.
Alsania told me what you did. You can't know how grateful we both are that you brought us back together.
Thank you once again for what you did. Let's not speak of the details. Thornor is worried enough as it is. You brought us back together, and that's all that matters to us.
I heard you were the one that came to Longhaven's aid. I thank you, friend.
Father thought merchant life wouldn't be so bad. Certainly safer than picking pockets, but, you know, this one sometimes misses the thrill of the hunt.